Module 10, Integrating Language and Culture. Module 10 focuses on the integration of cultural studies with the language practice, enabling learners to develop a deeper understanding of Italian society, history, and contemporary life while refining their communicative skills. Cultural knowledge enhances learners' ability to comprehend idiomatic expressions, recognize regional variations, and interpret media discourse with greater accuracy and sensitivity to nuance. Through active engagement with Italian films, literature, news, and other cultural materials, students strengthen both their linguistic fluency and their intercultural awareness. This approach allows learners to interpret meaning more effectively within its cultural context and to communicate in a more natural and informed manner. Modulo 10, Integrazione tra lingua e cultura. Il modulo 10 si concentra sull'integrazione degli studi culturali con la pratica linguistica, consentendo agli studenti di sviluppare una comprensione più approfondita della società, della storia e della vita contemporanea italiana, affinando al contempo le proprie competenze comunicative. La conoscenza culturale migliora la capacità degli studenti di comprendere le espressioni idiomatiche, riconoscere le varianti regionali e interpretare il discorso mediatico con maggiore accuratezza e sensibilità alle sfumature. Attraverso un coinvolgimento attivo con film, letteratura, notizie e altri materiali culturali italiani, gli studenti rafforzano sia la loro fluidità linguistica sia la loro consapevolezza interculturale. Questo approccio consente agli studenti di interpretare il significato in modo più efficace nel suo contesto culturale e di comunicare in modo più naturale e consapevole. A strong awareness of Italian culture, including traditions, social norms, regional identities, cuisine, festivals, and artistic heritage, enhances learners' ability to comprehend idiomatic expressions, recognize regional variations, and interpret media discourse. This cultural knowledge allows students to grasp meaning, nuance, and context more accurately and to respond appropriately in different communicative situations. By the end of the module, learners will be able to participate confidently in discussions on Italian cultural topics, critically analyze films, literature, and news media, and use idiomatic and regional expressions naturally and effectively in conversation. Una solida conoscenza della cultura italiana, comprese le tradizioni, le norme sociali, le identità regionali, la gastronomia, le festività e il patrimonio artistico, migliora la capacità degli studenti di comprendere le espressioni idiomatiche, riconoscere le varianti regionali e interpretare il discorso mediatico. Questa conoscenza culturale permette agli studenti di cogliere con maggiore precisione il significato, le sfumature e il contesto, e di rispondere in modo appropriato in diverse situazioni comunicative. Al termine del modulo, gli studenti saranno in grado di partecipare con sicurezza a discussioni su temi culturali italiani, analizzare criticamente film, letteratura e media, e utilizzare espressioni idiomatiche e regionali in modo naturale ed efficace nella conversazione. Understanding Italy's historical development and cultural traditions is essential for learners seeking to achieve advanced fluency and engage meaningfully with Italian society. This module explores key historical periods that have shaped Italian identity and continue to influence contemporary life. Particular attention is given to the legacy of the Roman Empire, whose political structures, legal systems, and cultural achievements laid the foundations of Western civilization. The module also examines the Renaissance, a period of remarkable artistic and intellectual flourishing associated with the figures such as Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, which significantly influenced European culture. In addition, learners study the process of Italian unification in the 19th century, known as the Risorgimento, which led to the formation of a unified Italian state. The course further considers modern developments, including the impact of World War I and World War II, and the transition to the contemporary Italian Republic. Through this historical perspective, learners gain insight into Italia's regional diversity, cultural traditions, and social values, enhancing both their linguistic competence and cultural understanding. Understanding Italy's historical development and cultural traditions is essential. Cultural traditions are explored alongside their historical context to highlight Italy's rich regional diversity. Italy is characterized by strong regional identities, each with its own customs, dialects, cuisine, and cultural practices shaped by history and geography. Learners examine how these differences reflect the country's past, from ancient civilizations to regional states that existed before unification. Festivals play a significant role in Italian cultural life and vary widely across regions. For example, Carnival is celebrated with elaborate masks and parades, particularly in Venice, while other regions host unique religious and seasonal festivals rooted in local traditions. Regional cuisine also offers insight into cultural diversity, with dishes such as risotto and polenta typical of the north, pasta varieties central to many regions, and pizza originating from Naples in the south. These culinary traditions reflect local ingredients, climate, and historical influences. Artistic traditions further illustrate regional variation, from Renaissance art in cities like Florence to distinct architectural styles and local crafts found throughout the country. Through the study of these cultural elements, learners gain a deeper appreciation of how language, identity, and tradition are interconnected. This understanding enhances their ability to interpret meaning in context and to communicate more naturally and effectively in Italian. Le tradizioni culturali vengono esplorate nel loro contesto storico per evidenziare la ricca diversità regionale dell'Italia. L'Italia è caratterizzata da forti identità regionali, ognuna con i propri costumi, dialetti, cucine e pratiche culturali, plasmate dalla storia e dalla geografia. Gli studenti esaminano come queste differenze riflettano il passato del paese, dalle antiche civiltà agli stati regionali esistenti prima dell'unificazione. Le feste rivestono un ruolo significativo nella vita culturale italiana e variano notevolmente da regione a regione. Ad esempio, il carnevale viene celebrato con elaborate maschere e sfilate, soprattutto a Venezia, mentre altre regioni ospitano feste religiose e stagionali uniche, radicate nelle tradizioni locali. Anche la cucina regionale offre uno spaccato della diversità culturale, con piatti come il risotto e la polenta tipici del nord, varietà di pasta fondamentali per molte regioni e la pizza originaria di Napoli, nel sud. Queste tradizioni culinarie riflettono ingredienti locali, clima e influenze storiche. Le tradizioni artistiche illustrano ulteriormente la variazione regionale, dall'arte rinascimentale in città come Firenze ai diversi stili architettonici e all'artigianato locale presenti in tutto il paese. Attraverso lo studio di questi elementi culturali, gli studenti acquisiscono una maggiore consapevolezza di come lingua, identità e tradizione siano interconnesse. Questa comprensione migliora la loro capacità di interpretare il significato nel contesto e di comunicare in italiano in modo più naturale ed efficace. Exposure to Italian media is a powerful tool for developing advanced fluency, comprehension, and cultural literacy. Learners engage with a variety of authentic sources, including films, television programs, news outlets, literature, and digital media, to analyze language in context and to understand social, political, and cultural discourse. Italian cinema provides rich insight into narrative structures, regional accents, and idiomatic expressions. Classics such as La Dolce Vita and Cinema Paradiso introduce learners to historical and cultural perspectives, while contemporary films reflect current social issues and everyday language usage. News media, including newspapers, online news platforms, and television broadcasts, help students develop critical reading and listening skills while staying informed about political, economic, and cultural developments. Literature, from the works of Dante and Italo Calvino to modern Italian authors, deepens learners' understanding of stylistic variation, literary devices, and historical and cultural context. Engaging with these materials allows learners to interpret meaning, tone, and nuance more accurately, and to apply advanced vocabulary and expressions in both written and spoken Italian. This integrated approach strengthens linguistic competence, cultural awareness, and the ability to communicate effectively in diverse, real-world situations. Italy is characterized by significant linguistic diversity, with regional dialects and accents influencing pronunciation, vocabulary, and occasionally grammar. Learners will explore the distinctions between northern, central, and southern dialects, gaining insight into how these variations reflect historical, cultural, and geographical influences. In the north, Umbria and Marche have their own linguistic characteristics, which have also influenced Standard Italian. Southern dialects, including Sicilian, Neapolitan, and Calabrian, often differ markedly from Standard Italian in terms of pronunciation. Mastering idiomatic expressions and figurative language is essential for achieving natural, fluent Italian. Idioms often reflect cultural values, humor, and historical context, and their correct use distinguishes advanced speakers from learners who rely solely on literal language. Understanding both the meaning and usage of idioms allows students to communicate more authentically and interpret nuance in conversation, literature, and media. For example, in bocca al lupo literally means into the wolf's mouth, but it is used to wish someone good luck, similar to saying I break a leg in English. A typical exchange might be A. Domani ho l'esame di matematica. B. In bocca al lupo. Chi dorme non piglia pesci literally means he who sleeps does not catch fish, and conveys the idea that success requires effort and initiative. Module 10 highlights the integration of cultural knowledge and language proficiency as essential for achieving advanced fluency in Italian. Through the study of Italiese history, traditions, media, regional linguistic variations, and idiomatic expressions, learners develop the skills to communicate naturally and accurately, interpret cultural content with a critical insight, and engage confidently in complex conversations, academic discussions, and professional contexts. This comprehensive approach ensures that students not only master the language but also gain a deep understanding of Italian society, enabling them to navigate diverse social and cultural situations with the sophistication and awareness